Oh, welcome back. That sounds weird. To another. Wait a second. Very cool. Welcome back to another incredible, epic Village Story stream on the server nobody else plays on anymore. Anyways, let's quickly first get William and then just sort of run around and show off. Yeah, what's been built and stuff. Shouldn't take too long, maybe like an hour or two. But yeah, the server will probably shut down in like a few days. Like, I don't know. I don't want to guess too hard when it shuts down, so that I don't, you know, go like, well, I still have, oh, you know. So who knows? Maybe it will even shut down during the stream. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, let's quickly get William first, unless... Oh. Yeah, they, yeah. The bell has not respawned, but that dude is having a seizure. Very cool. But yeah, the plan is to show things off. Probably finish the museum. I did a tiny bit of extra work, but I forgot to... the sign still needs to be aligned properly. Let's go and slip some lovely strawberry syrup, which I'm really powering through. I have no idea why that would happen. Just wearing the armor for no good reason. Oops, that's not where my shearer brush. Yes. Only 6 liters remaining. Damn. And already some random combat music. Very cool. Okay, very nice. Do I have everything I would need for... Yeah, let's get the construction dead. And then quickly... what's that? Reg? Quickly finish the construction of the museum. I've got some vintage beef. Very cool. No idea how to put... I wanted to put like the hat and stuff into like casings to make them go wow, to be like displayed, you know, in display cases. But unfortunately that is not possible. Anyways, let's quickly... Oh no, I still need some lag. Please don't crash. Thank you. I still need to get some of this. Probably just 1 or 2, but I still need them now. What's the... No. Ah. Yeah, let's get like 10, just to be sure. 1, 2, and 3. Very cool. But yeah, the server will shut down, and I'm 99% certain the map will also be lost for the ages. Which I mean, makes sense. Since the idea is to sort of progress and not just have the same building for 20 years. But yeah. I need to check if Sharptal is here. He needs to... Oh my god, he is not here. I'm saddened. Damn. Anyways. Let's show off the You know what? I'm going to make the signage for the museum. I'm going to fix that first and then... Yeah, also I finished the roof. I did decide to go for like a normal roof like this, which works pretty well. Let's quickly fix those things up. And then I shall showcase the wonderfulness that is the inside of the museum over here. Look at this roof. Beautiful. I'm a bit too high right now. But yeah, a bit of a shame that the... I mean, we got some neat houses being built, having been built by people, but... Yeah. Would have been cool if people... If people, like, stayed... longer than they did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Yeah, I'm very good at counting. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, and that means. Wait a second, let me quickly count this. 1, 2, okay, that means 1, 2. 1, 2. Perfect. Okay, let's quickly redo all of the lovely lettering of it. I mean, I would have done a bit more ornate chiseling for the entire thing, but yeah, sort of didn't play enough. And I mean, yeah. I mean, it's okay how it turned out. And believe it or not, I did manage to reassemble the statue. It did go. I mean, it took I think like 3 to 4 hours. I think with the pillars it took like over 4 hours to do. Yeah, which was a bit of time, just a teeny tiny, small amount of time. But I managed to do it, and I'm glad I did it off stream because there's not much to say when you just sort of try to guess to try to puzzle this stuff together, and then yeah, just trial and error all the time. I'm not really the sort of puzzle streamer that goes, yes, it's let's get some riddles going. But yeah, I managed to reassemble it, and despite the fact that there is no like video out there that shows or any picture for that matter that shows how the I shouldn't have talked. I have forgotten how I made those letters. Cool. Brother, what? Quickly, go back in the VOD. Oh no, that doesn't look right. Fuck, please hold. Didn't I make a picture of it? Yes. Let me just quickly see how I made the N. Oh, god damn it. Yes, I'm a big brain person with a very big brain. Let me just get this screenshot over here and get this back to full screen, always on top, because otherwise it just that looks weird as hell. Okay, it was like this, and then it was like this. That's the M, all right. 1, 2. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna have the approximate dimension of how it's supposed to fit in there. So. Yes. Musi. You. Also, I feel like the server is lagging a lot. It might be my extensive, incredible chisel work that's just too complicated for simple Simple server to comprehend. Yes. 4. You know? Then let's get over here and then make GM. And then we get the thing. Yes, yes. We put the thing in here. Yes. Huh? What the? Huh? What? Okay. 1, 1, 2. Boop. Bob. Beep. Bob. Please don't crash. Ah, damn it, I have to... I mean, if I move everything a tiny bit to the left, then it will be finally snuggly fit in there. Also, hello, Kez. Why do you never ask me to play a game off stream? Why do you always come here during a stream? Very good. Okay, let's remove all the lettering once again. Damn, it's getting night fast. But it really took me a bit to yes, complete this. As you can see, it's already is the brown age of seasons, which is very cool, very nice. Ah, yes. Light. Okay. I would have really liked to do it more innately, but can't really... oh well. Definitely on the next server I will do it much better. I will make it even more beautiful. Okay, music E. You. What do we want to bet that is going to be off by 1 pixel? Again. Let's quickly make a lovely chisel again. What do I have? No, I do not. So it seems like somebody, I think Stalker or somebody, is still occasionally coming online to... What? What the fuck? Strange. Okay, I somehow transformed 4 pieces of coal into a chisel. Anyways. But if somebody has repaired all the broken tool heads and stuff. But yeah. How the fuck did 20 minutes already pass? What the frick? What the flip? What the heck? What's going on here? And now we wait for this to heat up. True. Only 2,588 frames lost so far. Very cool. Come on, heat it faster. No, I don't. I can't. No, I can make it with like only 3. I mean, we can stare at it like Forge. Looks pretty okay, I would say. Wow. I should have made way more lanterns for the museum, because there are some dark corners still, but I mean, I could have filled it with like meteoritic iron lanterns, but then part of me was like, yeah, but But what if they decide to reuse the map next time for no good reason at all? What then? But I think the Iron Lanterns do an okay job. Also, while doing the museum off stream, I was like, oh, isn't the point of streaming this story building isn't the point of streaming this game building stuff? Oh well. At least I got it done. And that's pretty cool. Let's just ignore the oops, modern warfare taking place outside. Very cool. Let's put that there and then finish the lovely museum sign, which also still holds my lamp. Damn it. Chimkins. Ah, no, this needs to stay up. Until it is finished, yes. Yes, yes. Is it just me or is my microphone louder for any reason than usual? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, beep. And now for the weird. And now for the weird M. Is it really the best looking M I could come up with? I suppose it is. That looks centered enough for me. Nice. And it even seems very good. Like there is enough block in there. I remember in the previous stream I was like, yeah, I made the sign, woo, cool, epic, and then I was very disappointed when it was quite misaligned. Museum, is that how you write the word? I'm sure it is. But yeah, prepare to be wowed. Oh. At the side of the epic museum, you will finally see a decent approximation of what I saw when designing the place. Yes. Beautiful. I mean, I could have made this sign here a bit more ornate, but it gets the point across, I suppose. Don't shoot me! Also, I waited out a temporal storm, so we don't have to like sit 15 minutes on the ground during the stream, waiting out another one, which is always very fun. I mean, you can travel through temporal storms, but you're pretty much just bunkering down because it's, at the end of the day, much safer. And pretty much less of a headache if you were to like gun it and then die, and then you have to get all your stuff back, and depending on your settings you only have like 5 minutes to pick it up, or it gets deleted, and so on and so forth. I will, however, remove the sign, then go to sleep, and then when there is daylight, the beautiful Museum of Beautifulness will be revealed. And I'm still severely disappointed Sharptail isn't here to witness. Anyways. Okay, let's go and get some raw syrup to slap down. Slippy slip. Also, I did assemble the star map, mostly. I sort of incorrectly, but I got it Sort of correct. But I didn't really find a good place for it, so I just put it back in storage. Now, let's quickly do a sleepy sleep. Yes. Then drink more syrup, and then check out the museum. Yeah. Oh my god, it's the 1st of October. If I take any longer, it will be a deep winter. Okay, is 8 in the morning bright enough? Also, I found another cylinder. That was pretty cool. Oh no, I did that last stream. Also, I think this room is cozy, I think. I mean, I like it. I like how it turned out compared to like the previous rooms and stuff. Yeah. William's room. Okay, that is too loud. Okay, very good. Okay, my hunger bar somehow didn't go down. Very cool. But let's go to the museum and take a look. Wow. Is that how you write that word? Let me just quickly see how it was in the title. I'm just going to assume that is how you write that word. I mean, it looks okay. It's neatly scented. And from like a front perspective, I mean, I could have done more, obviously, but I think it looks okay. Don't worry about that. But now, prepare. Let me quickly check if Sharptile is here. Damn, he is here. Very cool. And Freaky User 396. Okay. Anyways. Sharptile, behold. Wow. Okay, there is a disappointing lack of statue over here. But I don't have time, okay? I didn't have time. I wanted to do like a you know those Greek statues? Do something like that, but the head is like a Minecraft bee instead. That would have been funny, but probably would have taken me 20 hours to chisel, so we just go with a phallic monolith instead. Let's save the best for last. And first, go down here for the museum. I did go with a relatively... Thank you. It's geometric. I did go with a relatively simple layout because there's only so many ways you can build a museum in a block game. Let's see. Oh shit! I forgot something. The exhibition is not yet finished. I forgot a tin bronze ingot. Also, speaking of display cases and stuff, one annoying thing about them is that many of like the items you get from the Resonance Archive don't have correct collision to them, and they just sort of are half sunk in the display cases. So I had to make those. Had to make some out of glass myself, and as whenever I build something out of glass, it took way too much. But at least this stuff has the correct collisions. Well, we have rocks, molten rocks in geometric shapes, small rocks, crystallized rocks, more rocks, rocks with crystals, and even more rocks with crystals. Very cool. Then, of course, a bunch of tapestries that have been found. This is my solution. I would have loved to put all of this stuff like scented in these things, but like up to like this point around here, they were sunken right into the base of the thing, and that just was more disappointing than anything. I hope they fix that at some point. But yeah, I would have done these sort of things for every thing for every display case. But the unfortunate thing is that it took, I think, like for this, a stack of glass. Here we have some lovely pictures on the wall. Yes, yes, very cool. Going to build a house like this next time. Sod roofing is the best roofing, that you can't tell me otherwise. Elk, yes, yes, pictures, 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 yes, very good. Yes, let's intricately stare at this strange device. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, beautiful. Fish, the ancient idol, also known as Joel. Yes, yes. Joel. Then, of course, we have bird. Very cool. Bird, bird. We love bird. Very nice. Then, of course, we have king head. Very cool. Looks a bit like a miner from the year 1830, but that's a king. Very cool. Then we got a Buddha with boobs. Very cool. Very cool. Very nice. We got an incomplete tapestry that I forgot to get the last piece for. Very cool. And we got this one. This one. Very cool. Very beautiful. This one. Wow. So many. Wait a second. Huh. Strange. Even more tapestries. Very cool. I mean, it looks fine. I think it looks okay. I mean, sure, blah blah blah. Could have done a lot more. Could have like put like some pillars in these corners or something, like chisel stuff and stuff. But like I said, the server will shut down in like 5 days, and I would have loved to put more love into it, but boo-wump, essentially. Now we can leave that open, and this door over here. I did put down these nice little planters. I think they fill the emptiness quite well. Sadly, the plants are currently brown and not green. I wish indoor plants wouldn't like turn various colors, but oh well. My lovely staircase, which I think it's the best part of the museum that I did myself. It's a neat staircase, okay? It got stairs, it's sort of shaped like a case. It's very cool. Now let's go to exhibition number 2, also known as the one I did run out of glass for and didn't bother to make much more for. Of course, we got the art piece made by who's he called? Jay's? I think Jay's sort of just plopped these into the museum while it was still under construction. Yeah, very cool. Then, of course, I think, who made this? Somebody made like this sculpture. They were like, they wanted to sell like sculptures and stuff for like silver for some reason, which I really like that there's no music in here, by the way. Very cool. But yeah, was odd, and then they left. They built like their house right here in the middle, but then got told that that was I know, I think, yeah, they built the house right here in the middle, claimed some areas accidentally on this side, got confronted about it, and then left. And built a house somewhere else. And I think they were also the big pee-pee-poo-poo that did at least the Lazaret, the story content, the Lazaret, which, by the way, is over here. No. Over here. By themselves and built a freaking house on top of it. Making one wonder how much else they did of story stuff, but at least the other locations like the village and the devastation and Tobias's cave didn't really have any sign of somebody else already being there. But yeah, let's look at the epic things. We got the saber tooth here. Wow. I think that's from the Resonance Archive. I think the Eidolon skull is from a mod, and usually a creative item. Same for the ruined lens and the reservoir. And I think this thingamajig as well. I would have put like cases around these, but I think I would have needed 5 stacks of glass to encase everything properly, and or even more. And that was just a bit too much. Then we got all of the lovely storage vessels, which are very good at just filling space. Wow. Very cool. Wish I had my light here. Then, of course, the most important museum piece, a ruined pipe segment. Wow. Beautiful. A bunch of weapons. Very nice. Very cool. Gasifier, which is from a mod. I think that's from Better Runes. Same for the gasifier tag and the pipe branch valves. Flasks, lantern. Some ruined weapons, some ruined tools, some ruined scythe, a deformed human skull. Wow, beautiful. A children's toy right next to it. Very cool. An artistic bottle, yes, with a mysterious red liquid, a large book, and the sculpture. And then, of course, a tabletop game. Very cool. But that is that for the minor stuff. That's just really there to fill space, to really justify the existence of the museum. And, yeah. I wanted to build it small originally, sort of more around this size, completely out of marble, with similar architecture. Also, here's the public library that got lots of stuff for it, but the builder unfortunately left and never finished. Hello? Finished it. Did the server just die? Don't tell me the server got shut down just now. Oh my god. Oh my god. At least I showed off the museum. Whew. Let me just get a... try to relog. Damn. I sure hope I can still look at his stat. Okay, it was just a crash. It was disconnected by unknown. Okay. Very cool. Help. Don't tell me there's like something that crashes the thing the entire time now. I mean, we still have the automated bowl in the background. What the? The world. Reality is collapsing. I must move quickly. But yeah, it is now time for the grand piece. I like the echo name. For the grand piece of this museum. Wow. The big statue from the Fallen Hope Bastion from the Better Runes mod. I managed to put it back together. I also got the pillars correctly reassembled. And they're also like a nice little thing where they just sort of support the roof. Which is very epic and very cool. Yeah, we got, of course, the very important artifacts of the knights. We got the giant turd in a glass casing. Very cool. We got somebody's favorite chair. Very cool. We got Sir Dampus's favorite candle holder, which currently is lagging my game out. Very cool. Very important artifact. Always lit. Then, of course, we have Sir Bell's Luminarium Lantern, which is very epic. Then we have a broken armor piece. Very cool. Otherwise, I would have very much struggled to put something here. And, of course, the Sir Ticketak's Insignia. Very cool. Very cool. And, of course, runes. And, yeah, the Weeping Knight. Took me like 3 hours to correctly reassemble the thing. Luckily, there was, I think, only one part rotated that I had to realign. But my approach was basically getting all the parts and just sort of placing them here on the ground and just puzzling it all together. I didn't have any reference material for it, but I think this is pretty much how it is supposed to look. And I mean, I could see why Stalker was like, I need to bring this to my people. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty epic, very nice. Wow. Also like the little writings here on the side. Very cool. I wanted to put like frames around these. Oh well. Let's quickly. I mean, should I? Let me just see if I can do it very quickly. Ich hab da mal was vorbereitet. Just want to just check. I sort of, yeah, I guess forgot about this. But how would you look if you had a lovely, beautiful frame? I could finish this rather quickly, which is very epic. Wait a second. This is not how this is supposed to look. Ah, yes. I think that's sort of the look I was going for. Yeah, let me just put all the frames on all these pictures right now in the one room in the museum that doesn't have any music to it. Very cool. Shouldn't take too long. Since I have the power of the pantograph at my side. Am I missing a knob? It appears I would. Frick. Huh? What? Scary. I really like the sort of silence from there. I mean, I can like just do it like this and be like, with the power of the pantograph. Bada boom. Oops. Bada bing. I don't know. This is quite awkward. Oh yeah, I also discovered this magical power of the pantograph, which is to mirror things. I mean, sure. Let's just quickly do this all, and yes, let me show you how to. Let me show you where the magic happens, and how stupidly expensive my very simple ideas are. Luckily, I do have enough acacia to do this very quick, and then yeah, I mean. This is then mostly finished. And I think acacia is a decent color for this. But I wish I should have enough. I wish we could go like to the smallest pixel voxel when constructing things. Okay, something about this little corner here is, it's strange. Let me quickly get more wood, finish the frames, and then take a look at everything else. Yes. My lovely little harbor, very cool. What the hell? What do I want? I want to slurp some syrup, and then what? Oh, I'm all out of syrup. Damn it. Okay. But now let's... Whoopsie. Oh, frick. How do I debug those bad boys? An axe and a hammer. I can do that. Boop. Hammer. Axe. Very cool. Okay, very nice. What's the game volume? Hold up. Please don't crash again. I'm just weirded out that I'm so different in volume compared to last time. Okay. Yes, of course. Okay. Herb. Let's quickly use the pantograph. Very nice. This should really be in the base game. I say it pretty much every time I use this thing, but goddamn, it is oh damn, such a incredible time saver to be able to do this like this. Okay, very nice. Okay, how do I... How do I do these? I think I can find a good way. Also, this shouldn't take too long. This should probably take like only a minute. But I think it gives it a nice little bit of extra detailing. That it really does benefit from. Do you like whole room? What about doing like fuck you mean? What do you mean? It's right here. Huh? Would you? What? Brother, what? But it is right. What? Why do I need an extra log to copy the log? Die, fiend. Why does this always happen when I play this stupid game? Always some shit like this happens. This is the correct log, is it not? What do you say? It is incorrect. Debug log Acacia UD. It is the correct log. Just imagine everything in here has like a nice little frame like this. Very beautiful. I'm going to check if there is some acacia left somewhere. Why is this game like this? I think it's probably a mod doing it, but still. Where was acacia? Very far away. Okay. Cool. Sure, I still have like 20 stacks of it in my chest somewhere. Okay. I love this game. It's very cool, and I'm pretty certain that if I were to do a stream where I only place dirt blocks, it would also somehow break. Oh man. Big Stinky. I know there's nothing in here, but I'm still blindly hopeful. Am I like in the wrong pantographing mode? What the f... Maybe... No, wait a second. That's not a... moment. That's a... moment. Anyways. Come on. Maybe I just was at the wrong setting. I can still save this. Yes. And then, you know, continue with the advertised servitor. Beautiful statue. Oh, thank you. Huh? Huh? Oh my god, this is stupid as hell. What? No? What is the issue? Huh? Anybody still here that can tell me what the frickin' frick is happening? Can I not place these differently? What is this game? Huh? So let me guess, do I have to place this like this? Why? Oh, okay, there it is apparently legal to do, but why is it illegal here? I was like wondering, damn, why doesn't it copy like the textures correctly? Go fuck yourself. Stupid tree. Maybe I should get a wrench and look. Rotate these. Oh my god, I can finally, after all these years, I have found a use for the wrench I had made out of iron. Nice. Very cool. Okay, now that one frame is a bit poo. But yeah. Could probably fix that. Where is it? Ah, yes. My iron wrench, which I had made for no good reason other than to have one. Can't wait until I have like... Can't wait until I add like steam machinery and stuff. Very good. Why does time pass so quickly today? Already at 1 hour somehow. Rotate. Very good. Can I fix you as well? Anyways. Haha. What a gamer. Oh. Oh well. I'm sure there's like one piece of the case here still present somewhere that I can use. But okay. With this I will have neatly, mostly, pretty much done the thing. And at the end of the day, isn't that what counts? I like posted in the Discord that the museum is finished, but probably nobody gives a shit. Understandably so, but I put so much effort into the thing nobody asked for. Okay. Just for the sake of saving time and most importantly sanity, I'm just going to make this rather simple. So I've been thinking about why those things don't have footsteps, and it like occurred that the game does spawn many of those things, meaning that there will be tons of footsteps just being very loud. But they could just, you know, sound mix, you know, that it's just lots of sound and not very incredibly loud. I need to go and steal some berries. Or just make it so that not so many spawn. Which I think is a very big brain take. Please. Very cool. And okay. Maybe I shouldn't wear full armor, you know? I still don't know who built this house, but it got sort of abandoned. I just wanna steal some berries. Okay. They apparently got gunned down by an MG3, apparently. You know, part of me is like, why don't I take a light source with me? Those cranberry bushes are deadly. Ow. Ow. I just want to eat some berries, please. Let me wear my full set of armor in peace, please. I mean, it's cool that they added new enemies, but damn. Damn, is that one annoying? Damn, Daniel, what an annoying pee-pee poo-poo. Looks good enough for me. Very cool. Yeah, that's ornate enough. You're about to witness. Oh, about to witness beauty. Yes. I mean, it does give the room a little upgrade. I think that's pretty good. The more I stare at these frames, the more they grow on me. Damn. Beautiful. Please. Thank you. I mean, at least visually worth the detour. Somehow, man, This game really is one of those games where you think you do things, time goes by relatively fast once you invest it. But I only wrote like a few letters, made a bunch of frames, and already an hour has passed, somehow. But I mean, look at those. Those are some good frames. Pretty cool. Doop doop. Let's see if there's some acacia, maybe, somewhere. Maybe there's still like one piece of it in the community storage area. Speaking of which. A shame that the server died pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay, I only need one piece of acacia. I mean, that's a placeholder. Maple? I'm staring intently, but no log suddenly appeared. What a shame. Also, turns out Stalker didn't brag like 4 pillars. It was actually 6. Which damn, very interesting. But I decided to go for like the sap. Could have put the resonator somewhere. But I did go with the other setup simply because already had the idea, and it looks pretty okay to have it like be supporting the thing like that. What if I were to, you know... What if I just take this little piece here? It will blow up the entire thing. I can't. I have to go from the top to like steal one thing. It will like blow up everything. The sound you're currently hearing is me screaming very loudly internally. Fixed. Wow, as good as new. Well, I think this looks pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty nice. I like those frames. They were worthy addition. Anyways, let's go back, do a big old sleepy sleep. And then finally, after only 1 hour of needless wait, start the servitor. Or should I maybe spend 2 hours just getting the acacia? One block of it. Of course, I must do that. I need the acacia. You need it now. Let's quickly skip through the night. Okay, let's quickly check my lovely diary. This is page 1 of my cool book. It is very nice. Smiley. I am sad. Sad face. Today the grand journey to the Lazarus begins. I have high hopes it will work out. Smiley. We found the Lazaret after a long and painful boat ride. But some asshole has already looted it and built a fucking house on top of it. Sad face. Yeah. I think next time I'm just going to make a book. Be like a sort of scribe and just just needlessly write everything down. Very good. Anyways, let's start the incredible server tour. Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm ReactBot.
Hi. Okay. Since he had a very nicely timed frames right now, he will also give very constructive criticism of every room. This is my lovely house, my lovely room that I managed to build. I think it looks pretty good, pretty cozy, pretty nice. We got, of course, a tuning cylinder. Playing an absolute banger. Then, of course, we have my little chimney thing here from Mod, I think. Yeah, it's from Mod. I don't know which one. I even like chiseled the little thing over here to be like realistic in big quotation marks, so it doesn't, in reality, quote unquote, ignite the wall by heat being transferred. Even got like a little pipe going like into the like wall here. Very cool. Got my little chair table thing on which I cannot sit down. Looking forward to real chairs eventually coming to the game. My bookshelf filled with various books. My armor stand that of course would have armor. And yeah, these two storage vessels, which I think do tremendous work in getting this room to visually work out. Like, they do, they carry the interior design here, simply due to the added coloration. But yeah, very cool. But yeah, that's my little room. I think it's very nice. I like it. Then of course we have my lovely kitchen, which yeah, it's okay, I guess. Could have gone with a setup that allowed me to cook more, but I have this. Let's grab emotional support bucket. Real fans remember. I mean, it's okay. Doesn't look great. It works. I wish those would extend further out with like manageable, like actual heat. But oh well. Then of course we have the room of William, which is a hacked corrupt locust. Yes, very cool, very nice. We got some locust parts here, which are very cool. Really hope that one day we can build our own locusts as the best class in the game, clockworker or clockmaker. But yeah, cute little room with not much to it really. Then of course we have my little floor, very cool. Did want to put some pictures around here, but didn't really get to it. Then of course we have my garden area. Well, I hope the trellis would really work, and like the grapevines would like completely cover the thing and grow with it. But that doesn't really work. Didn't really turn out the way it should have. But I mean, yeah, it's neat. I also like the wooden path has grown on me, like the visual. I wish there was like a sort of curve to it or something. That could like dynamically be applied to it. But oh well, it looks okay. It's neat. Not ideal, but neat. Then of course my little greenhouse, which I used to grow 6 pineapples. Very cool, very nice. Could have like done a little bit of bricks here and make the glass slabs a bit less visible. I mean, just get them to the height of 1 brick. But I mean, it's okay. But yeah, that's my little... I mean, that looks sort of cozy. Yeah. Love the shadows and stuff. A little tool rack over here. Let's go and explore my lovely cellar, which I mean has okay storage capabilities. I would say it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. We got this stuff here. I really like doing this thing with like the one step that goes lower, so you can have like a row of these and then a row of shelves without it like clipping into each other when you open these things. I think that's very nice. And I think there's also pretty neat like little storage area. Could have put more hooks in, but yeah. I had like sausages made, but I think they like spoiled and then disintegrated. But yeah, maybe next time I can build a very small cozy home with lots of chiseling. I think that's what I'm probably going to do if it were to happen. Our next server. But yeah, very cool. Or at least playing on it. Yeah. This was, by the way, completely filled with syrup. 5 actual days ago, I think. I just slurped it all up. But that is what wearing armor does to a man. You're very hungry. Let me quickly get the cylinder out so the music actually keeps playing. Yes, my treasure chest. My treasure chest, which had a few rocks in it. A few gemstones. But yeah, that's the interior of my lovely house. That's my exterior of the house. Let me just quickly... What I wanted to go for was like sort of... yeah. Sort of Hanseatic red brick sort of thing, but small. Because I couldn't really build a big house, that would have been a bit too much. And I really like how the... I like how it's called copy. The glazed brick turn out. I feel like look up Hanseatic buildings and stuff. They did like have like little, like at least in Germany, they had like little glazed bricks like lines. That's the word I'm frantically looking for. They had lines on them. But yeah, that's the harbor that I've built. Maybe I should add that. I've built the lovely harbor here. I mean, it's cute. It's pretty neat. Got a little dockyard over here too. Build boats. I built 3 in total, I think. 3 big ones. One was taken by, I believe, Azrael on our journey to the final story content. It was beached somewhere along here, I think. And he took a power boat and just abandoned my boat forever. And we did most of the story stuff. Oh my god. How did I end up in 3rd person? I don't know. But yeah, let me quickly try to get back. How do I... Why am I stuck here? Oh!
Misa like what I'm seeing.
Thank you, ReactBot. Very cool. Why am I stuck here? Please. Shit. Cool. Let me quickly go into my controls of it. 3rd person. Ah. No, that's just a hotkey for something else. Okay, I can zoom out. Very cool. Let me don't mind it. Same. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. I'm not sure which button I did press at all. Ah, there we go. But I think it works okay. I think the sod roofing... I mean, oh yeah, also the smokery back here. Like a little... I needed to do something with the space here, so... Got a little smoker, which I'm pretty certain is not even a real word. Open. I need sustenance. Please. Please. It won't open. I think like... I don't know, you smoke meats in those things, and you do it back here, and I mean, it's nice. It works, sort of, is the visual style I was going for. I mean, the visual idea is a bit too industrialized. Why are you not opening? What the frick is that?
I'm going to open you one way or another.
Oh. I see. Anyways, I mean, but yeah, the industrial look I was going for is a bit too advanced, I suppose, like time-wise. Then we have the lovely warehouse with a sign that says warehouse on it. Sadly, wait. Oh no. Did the server die just now? Please just tell me unknown and not server shut down. Please. I beg of you. Unknown. Oh my god.
This reminds me of Mr. Beast.
Not sure how. But yeah, React mod, very cool. One of 700 random phrases at the press of a button. Very cool. Say hi, React bot.
They hate us because they ain't us.
True. Especially Sharptile. Oopsie. Who's currently not here, sadly. I mean, it looks okay. Oh, what the frick was that noise? But I wonder what is causing all the crashes. Didn't have those while playing offline. Maybe it's just a memory issue. Because I didn't close my browser before the stream. My browser currently is like, yes, I would like 2 gigabytes of RAM, please. Anywho, please, stop. Please. But yeah, I think the warehouse... I really hate that the block I copied has like this little thing all over it. Very cool. I mean, I really liked the warehouse. Not really. It's okay. The visual mission was achieved, and it is a house that houses wares. It's very cool. Also, you wouldn't believe how extremely painful it was to place these stupid fucking doors this way. It took me like way too long to do this. Like I was like for like an hour until they finally got placed like this. Placing doors in this game like double doors is atrocious. Has always been, and probably, hopefully it will not be in the future, but yeah. But yeah, this is my lovely dock area, also for the small boat over here. Please don't crash. Please. Might be a mod that causes this. Hopefully it doesn't crash too much. Maybe I have to remove the quick from the title once the stream reaches 2 hours. But yeah, this is a nice little dock area. I think it... I think it is a good design. I think I did a decent job. Also, which one of these was my bird? Somebody stole it. I think this was my bird. Then of course we have the beehive kiln over here, which is also... I really like that the iron fences I found work with this design here. Then of course we got the beehive kiln with beehive kiln related materials being stored. Wow, very cool. Then of course the thing down here itself. Anything broken? No. Reactbot, what do you think of the beehive kiln?
Is he stupid?
Bruh. Very cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the harbor that I built. I mean, it's neat. I probably will not really work with bricks again because it was such a pain to get all of the materials for them. Like, holy shit. I spent like probably 20 to 30 hours of playtime to get all the red clay. And don't get me started on the blue clay for the glazed brick. It, yeah. For single player, sure, worth it. But for multiplayer, it's like 30, 40 hours of gameplay just to get these bricks away. That's way too much. Anyways, let's move on to my, I guess, neighbor over here. Gramfong's little stone shack. Stone shack. He has been pretty much active, getting like rocks and stuff with the very epic quarry mod, which very cool. Grum Stone Cutter Shack. I think the Quarry mod, as well as the Chisel mod, should be vanilla. They're just too good. Just I don't know, give the modders royalties or something. It's too good to pass up. And it's this little, like, stone shack, which I think looks pretty neat. Unlike... Unlike my warehouse, the supports here did get a little bit love. For the interior design, got an interesting, like, sloped thing here. We got a secret way down that I don't really know where it goes, but it... Oh my god, is that a cellar? Is it lag? Is it a cellar of lag? Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Very cool. Also, I shouldn't, like, explore other people's houses. Even if the server will be struck with a nuclear missile in, like, 2 days. Can I take a look here? What is this? The private floor, please no steal. Better luck next time. Steals everything. I mean, looks pretty cute. Very nice. Personally, not a fan of, what is this badge? Pine. I think it's like, got an odd color to it. But it's a pretty neat building, and he was incredibly useful in getting all the stone slabs for everyone, and all like the various rock types. So he was very, very helpful. And I think one of the people that were online longer. But yeah, very cool. Let's move on. Let's check out the more public buildings. This over here is the forge. Keep the door closed. / stockpile. Which was built, I believe, by Stalker and Lysandria. Here was the museum stuff stored, where now the rest is stored in here. And yeah, just pretty okay looking storage area. I honestly would have gone for a bit more realistic approach, yes. But it gets the job done. It's floating crates, sure, but yeah. It works. It works. And I'm definitely not a very tiny bit angry that my warehouse didn't get to be the storage place. Wrong button. But yeah, pretty neat. Gets the job done. React bot opinion on the stone shack and the stockpile.
Based AF.
True. Okay, let's go and check out the forge, which was pretty much built by Stalker and somebody else whose name I forgot. Just check the earlier VODs if you really care about who built the things. Here. Got a bit of glowing bits from seeding lands using like the whichever mod adds the paint stuff. Aside from the lighting in here, it's just like the weird like temporal light. Pretty cool. Pretty epic in here. We got like industrial scale forging. We got a nice little tub of water to cool things in. Very cool. And of course, sorted things, and a nice little detail that there's actually a way for the heat and stuff, at least for this part here, for the smoke to like escape outward. Not so much over here, so we all die of suffocation when we're in here, but yeah, pretty cool. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Also, there's a little door here that goes various places. Very cool. Let's just pretend the lag spikes don't exist. Also, so I don't know whose chest this is, but I broke like 2 strength out of it once. And it has been reinforced. Strange. Anyways, up here is the bloomery area with the don't break sign. Because I think like X skills or something makes it that you get more bricks back the higher your skill is in something. But by the way, I try. Yeah, just try to break the chest to see how. If like how much strength goes away when you try to break it once, and it turns out you have to break that thing 150 times if you want to open it. And it doesn't matter what kind of tool you take. Anyways, we have the nice little health hammer set up. Yes, I wanted to steal everything. Very cool. Very health. Very hammer. Then, of course, we have a terrace. Yes. Oh, damn. There's glass here. And, of course, an interesting view from up here. Wow. And a big berry bush farm, which... Personally, I don't really like the berry bush farm because it's just... It's just lines, you know? Could have been like a beautiful garden with paths and whatnot, but no, we just got lines. To articulate my thoughts on the matter accurately. Let's quickly wait out the lag spike. Here we go. Very cool. But yeah, overall, I think it's okay. Reactbot, what's your opinion on the Forge?
Let's give it up for the real heroes, reactors.
True. Oh yeah, look, it's pretty neat. Let's move on to the windmill, which was, I think, extended by Nysandria and Slushy, but yeah, they never really finished that extension. They just sort of left it like this, which not cool. But we got like the place, which got things. We got like pulverizers, pulverizing things, and like a neat sort of automated setup, and of course some storage chest with storage. And let's quickly get up. Wow, it do be spinning. Very cool. Fast, let me... Oh, there's a gearbox up here. Oh my god. So we now go backwards, of course. I gridlocked. Very cool. I don't know how this works. I'm not smart enough to find out. But very cool. I think Slushy built that to like regulate the speed on this thing. Not sure who. I think Nysandria built this. Yeah, like the base, save for the two extra or the extra windmill floor. I like how somebody took the time to put a floating thing there. A nice little, not very visible view. Very cool. Wow. Whee. Yeah, not much visible from up here. I should get the meat I have in the storage area. But yeah, that's this up here. I mean, I just wish they finished this. I understand that it has to be like a big, massive thing that's like very big. Simply because it's easier from a gameplay perspective. But think about the immersion. But it's pretty okay. Pretty cool. Reactbot, what is your opinion on the windmill?
If this gets 5,000 likes, I'll swallow my own tongue.
Cool. No! The meat! It rotted away. No. But yeah, let's quickly sleep through the night just to get that over with and some more, you know, visual. No, I shouldn't get rid of the armor. If I do, I just explode. From like a stealth bear or something. Brr, brr, brr. Okay, very cool. Only a very slight design flaw that I wake up with my head in the ceiling. But not everybody's perfect, okay? Okay, let's quickly grab some... Oh, never mind, I have some. And coincidentally, move on to the kitchen slash pantry. I think this was also built by Nisandria. Cute little house. Got some strawberries here, like a little smoker thing. A little lag spike. That certainly will stop one of these days. A little guest room thing, which I don't think really anybody ever uses, but we got it. Very cool. And now, for the kitchen. Damn, Daniel. They stole all my museum tapestries, which they found themselves, but I just want to have them. Anyways, this is the kitchen with lots of bottles full of syrup. Oh my god. But yeah, that's the kitchen. I think it looks pretty neat. Nice, neatly cozy. You got like a weirdly functional oven that somehow works. Pretty cool. Not sure which mod that is, but it works. We got the eternally spinning powered mixing bowl and the quite well-made like little stovetop area. Very cool. Very nice for baking huge amounts of stuff quickly. So pretty nice. The light bar, yeah. I just don't like the color of the light. It's but all in all, yeah, that's the kitchen. Very cool. Reactbot, what do you think of the kitchen?
Be sure to credit the creators when reacting to content that isn't yours.
I suppose this is reacting, in a way. I think Nisandria built this. Not sure who modified the brickstone oven. But previously it was just a dinky little setup that had like the oven like this and then two here and then two here, and that was I think this is much better. Visually and ergonomically too. But yeah, pretty cool. Now let's move to the pantry, my arguably least favorite part of the building, simply because it's just so deep down. We got rock plants that you can eat, very cool. We got a room full of barrels and... Oh my god, is that alcohol? Very cool. I guess it's the wine cellar. Now that I look at the barrels more closely, I think this is just the wine cellar. Could look better, but Then of course the various storage areas for various foods, where I will hope to be able to gather some. Yes, I will take all of this, thank you very much. I still find it weird how the expanded food mods makes it so that when you cut something into nuggets it suddenly gets more nutritious. Strange. Yes, the dairy room, which I don't think ever saw any of it. Yes, the salt making room. I hope one day they add it to the game where you can like make like a salt farm from like salt water and stuff and just dry that in the sun during summer. That would be pretty cool, but yeah, that's the food storaging areas. I mean, don't look very intricate. Pretty straightforward in the design and stuff, but I mean, it gets the job done. And I'm sure it would have become more detailed if people actually spent more time on the server. But yeah, everything is turning into rot. Time shows its teeth. No. Oh, syrup. Nice. More lag. Cool. Epic. But yeah, very cool. I think this would look much better if it were completely like white chalk blocks. But oh well. I mean, I personally think it looks okay. Could have looked better, but Reactbot, what is your opinion on the pantry?
This is me when I go to a Starbucks.
I should stop with the Reactbot thing. Then we have the leather making area done by Nisandra. I actually wanted to put this in the warehouse. But I think this, like visually, is much better than what I had in mind, which was to just put it all in the warehouse. I mean, probably strange to like have the stack of leather making just be in the middle of the village, but it looks very nice. I really like the use of the trellis to make a beautiful little building. Very cool. I think here was supposed to go like a central plaza or something that nobody ever built. Then we have the return teleporter over here. Very cool. Very nice. Then of course the steel making machineries. Very nice, very nice. The coke oven with some coke in it still. Wow. And I think somewhere here in the back was like the charcoal generating area. But it was just a hole, basically. Then of course we have this house over here, which has been built by somebody, I think during the like first few days of the server, and then just abandoned. Not sure who it was, but yeah. It has been a ruin ever since, yes. But yeah, that's that. Let's move on over here. Little lake, which I'm pretty certain was naturally here. Then we got Voice Box's little house. I'm trying to recall what's like the longhouse, I guess. I guess longhouse. Why is there a fox inside of there? I'm Murkish. Trying to like get a look inside without illegally entering. I like the thing he did with the floor there. Very cool. Like the mix of polished and ashlar blocks. Very nice. I broke into the house once and donated 2 of those beehive things. Then we got the bee area of his house here. And some lag, obviously. Very cool. Bees. Very nice. But yeah, he was disappointed that people were playing so much on the server. And that therefore progression happened fast and time happened fast. And he was not very happy with it, that people played a lot on the server. On one hand, sure, I get it. But on the other hand, I could have just said times for playing, but I mean, what do I know? Then of course the like greenhouse thing, which I think Nisandria built for over his like field here. Yeah. But yeah, he was disappointed. People were playing so much, and please don't crash. When I heard that, I became very depressed and was like, oh man, not again. It wasn't a very good time back then. Which was during the stream I was building these lovely, depressive looking plaza. I think it looks sort of ass. It really only works like in bright, like summer climates, like visually. I think here it just doesn't work at all. I originally wanted to build it like out of andesite or whatever that material is, and have like a little fountain thing in the middle. But somebody found marble, and I was like, damn, I gotta make it out of marble now, and the special trees too. Wow. But yeah, that stream was a shit show. I was very depressed, and I made sure to let everybody who would straggle by to know that. But yeah, we got a little bee statue here, which I mean, it looks okay. Could have like made it a bit round, more like a better detailed look to it, but yeah, I think it looks. I really don't like the plaza. I mean, sure, the idea with like the little fanned cobblestone, which is painful to make. Like, let me just quickly show you. Fanned. Like, if you think, oh, I just need stones and then some type of gravel and some type of sand, sure, that's pretty easy. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But no, you need very specific types of chalk and types of sand and gravel. You can't take any. You have to like find the one special biome that has the sand or gravel you need to just build the cobblestone, and that was incredibly painful. And the payoff was very nice. I don't really like how this looks. Probably would look better in like a desert town or something. But here, yeah. I guess like sort of a dusk. I think it looks better in like best in like dusk sort of lighting conditions. I was like testing things out and on my creative map, and there it looked pretty good. But yeah. Then we got the Sandra's house over here, which yeah, looks neat, pretty cool, pretty nice. Lots of greenery, which adds lovely little detail. Let's see if there's a window from which I can spy inside. Yes, yes. There is an elk shedding on everything, and some wallpaper. Wow. They even have a fish on a wall. Damn. Looks very cozy in there. I try to use wallpapers in my buildings, but I never like find one that I visually think is good. I like stare at them a little bit too long, and then I go, this looks ugly, and then remove it, and then it's gone, and then I'm sad. Anyways, let's continue our lovely tour of the village. Over here we have chickens, very cool. They were previously located inside a hole. I chased them inside of the hole, but unfortunately God struck them with lightning while they were deep in the hole, and they all died. And then afterwards somebody built like the thingy. I wanted to build like a little chicken farm too or something, but nobody was left, and I didn't have the really time to build it. So oh well. So we now just have this over here. Then we have somebody else's house. I'm not sure who, but yeah, it looks like this. I think they were like active for like the first few days, and then just left, like the first week. Also, they have like, oh damn. I wonder if you can build like a very cool like cathedral with like stained glass windows. Now they're like see like the rays of God, which is the technical term, I believe. Or just the term for them. Shine through the glass here. But I was always weirded out walking by and seeing the fake smoke in this building. Then we have the House of Stalker, soon TM, which yeah, is a house, pretty big, looks relatively modern, like 1700s-esque. We can see like a little table with a smiley face on it, a bottle with a mysterious liquid, a residence archive, and all in all looks pretty neat. I like the flooring he did with the like various patterns here. Also a shame that you can't like use aquariums, like put fish in them, and maybe one day. But yeah, I won't break into people's houses. Their virtual privacy is important to me. Oh, in a different way, I wouldn't want a weird streamer person to go into my house and like film it for content from the inside. So I'm not going to do it to somebody else. But windows are fair game. This is the stable that Jay's, whose house is over there, mostly built. I was pretty much just... He did most of the building, I was pretty much support. And I think... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty nice, I really like it. We forgot a lightning rod. So Slushy's elk got fucking electrocuted. Inside here by a lightning strike. Yeah. Including a small innocent little fox that happened to have spawned in here and just lived in here and that also died, which was very tragic. Oh. Jesus elk is I think currently located near Tobias's cave. Very cool. Yeah, the server wasn't like updated, so other people could still ride other people's elk. While we did the a story content with like 3, but then only 2 people, me and Jace. Oh my god, is that wolves? That's like the... Those weren't supposed to be here. That was actually supposed to be like for elks and stuff, but they just appeared. Would be cool to see if like wolves would like fight against those things from time to time. Would be cool if they would try to kill something other than just me all the time. But yeah, I think Jace did a very good... please stop lagging. Did a very good job with like the design idea. And nice work with like the support struts. Really like the fact that he thought about that like hay gets stored in like barns and stuff, sometimes up here and things like this, and like has like a door for it as well. I was confused. Why would you put the door like this here? That's weird. But yeah, pretty good design. I think it's pretty neat. I think what I did for this was lay the floor and chisel the these things like the oak planks. I think that is what I did. Yeah. My sound is now out of sync and now back in sync. Very cool. But yeah, that's the stable where all of the elks would have been if everybody would have gotten one, and we would have had a cool fun time with our elks and like build cool things and would have had a fun time, but it didn't happen. But yeah, it looks pretty neat. Now we have Slushy's house and juice bar, and let me tell you what, that's a damn cozy place. Look at this. Look at this. Let me just... Look at this. That's cozy. As heck. Yeah. I think it looks very nice. I also really like the... What the fuck? What the hell? I must have changed it recently. I could have sworn like on 3 days ago or so. When I streamed the museum building and was like in here during a temporal storm, those were still cream bricks. What the fucking hell? What the hell? But I really like cream. They have a good. They look nice. I think it looked much better with the cream bricks, like together with the bald cypress. It was a very nice, harmonious color display. But yeah. Not sure why those grow on the ceiling, but yeah, very cozy, very nice interior design. Looks very nice. Also, they I think our tailor made lots of dyes. One day we can hopefully dye cloth and just put it on the ground as carpets. One day. Oh yeah. As for the rest design of the house with like the pink daub, wattle and daub. Not a fan. The interior down here, big fan, huge fan. But the rest, it looks like a house from Hello Neighbor. I don't want to be mean, but it's just the way it looks, okay? Yeah. But yeah, very cozy in here. Very cool. Not sure if anybody really went to the juice bar. Okay, now we have Jesus' house over here. I mean, actually went inside there once. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Also looks pretty cozy. What I'm noticing, like looking into people's houses, is that they are better at doing floors than I am. I just take the default option usually. It looks pretty neat in there. Pretty cool. Then we got an empty field here. Hey, at least he has sod roofing, which is very based. This was previously a boar pit, but then somebody was like, I killed them all. They're shit. Bighorn sheep are the real stuff. And then I think he killed all the boars that he had in his hole here. And just, it's now a hole full of fish and a floating tree. Very cool. Not sure who built this tree sapping farm over here, but neat. Also, you're about to witness one of the best features of the museum. But yeah, that looks pretty neat. Pretty neat. Maybe shouldn't have been like in the middle of the village, but to be fair, there wasn't enough people to actually like build here. I think there was like 2 people who joined in at one point. And I think one person got like killed by a wolf inside of the walls. Said, very secure village you got here, and then never returned. Which, yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah, this is Slime's house, which I think they, or don't know what they are. So I'm just going with they. Came by once, started building the house, which is very work in progress. I think they were on the server for like 2 to 3 days. Sometimes a few weeks after it quieted down. Of course, there was an issue. I was over here in my property development manager arc. I needed land, but this nature preserve lake was in the way here. And I just built through here, ruining not only the lake by just cutting through it and burying it, but also I obstructed their natural view of the area that they would have had if they probably returned to the server more. But do not worry. I was like, big brain. What do I do exactly? I make sure that when they come back online, they will not feel like some asshole was like, I want to make a big building and ruin the view of everybody else with it. No, they will think nothing happened because a incredibly photorealistic view replacement got placed where the big wall of the imposing museum is now. Oh, bit of lag. Behold. The replacement view. Yeah. I mean, I think they won't notice. I took a lot of effort making this. I mean, it's sort of replicating how it looked before. There were like trees and there was like a house on the back. I mean, if they ever come back like in the next 4 days, I swear, they won't notice the lake is gone. They won't notice the giant block just opposing the view. Yeah, I originally wanted to chisel this, but didn't have the time, so I just used a bit of coal. I think like half a stack or like a stack of coal for this, but the server and the map is going to be gone in like a week anyway, so who cares? Oh, besides, coal is not really that hard to make. Then we got a field somebody built here, which has a I really like the irrigation thing. Vintage Story really needs like a better irrigation system. Like, it's like, it doesn't feel timely or coherent with Vintage Story as a like concept, that you don't have like sort of something like this to irrigate fields, where you have to like, I don't know, find a river or some sweet water source to get like water going, or have like the irrigation vessels, but instead have to do like the good old Minecraft solution, which is to just plaster water down in like every 2 blocks. So I really hope they add proper irrigation to the game. Yeah, I think it really needs that. Now, what do we have over here? We have... Wait, what the fuck am I doing? That's like a big house somebody built, but never really finished. I wanted to do something, and I completely forgot it, because it was I was in my incredible flow. But I know how to improve my... what the fuck? To improve my, way of doing this, because I still have to travel a tiny bit. Come here, Jim Bob. Yes. Okay. I really liked your walking animation for the elk. Very good job, whoever did it. Very. Please don't lag while I try to show off the cool walking animation for the elk, please.
Game, I beg of you.
It's really struggling right now.
I don't have any Bitcoin, stop it.
But I really like the animation. Especially like the... like going like this. Very good job, whoever did it. Very cool. But yeah. Somebody has to like big ass super mansion over here made out of redwood, I believe. They have been building this for quite some time, but never really finished it. And in my opinion, I think it's a bit too big. Oopsie. But people are building stuff to have fun, not to conform to somebody else's ideas. I need my lantern to weirdly look through the window.
Lantern, come here. Come.
Fuck. Lantern, please. There we go. Not sure who lives here, but... It's a neat little house. Sort of cozy as well. Very cool. I like the shutters that they like made with the trellis. Well, it's not really shutters, but I like the idea of it looking like shutters. I think that's very cool. Or whatever those things are called, you like did put in front of windows to protect them from like storm damage and stuff. Not very widespread these days, but back in the day, 100 years ago, 100 years ago, those were, yeah, pretty common, I think. But I suppose the glass was also a bit more fragile. Ooh, also very, what? I thought it was a, like, custom chisel fence. Damn, the trellis, that's actually a very good, looking fence. Very cool. Okay, they have, like, a small little garden thing here. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, let's quickly sleep and then continue to explore the immediate area. Where is my... Give it to me.
Stop it.
There we go. Flashback to me complaining somebody else couldn't get the thing off the thing. Yes, that aged very much. Very well. I think at peak times like 12 people, 15 were playing on a server. Oh frick, it's getting also colder, which means that the days are shorter too. Let's reasonably quick move to the next building to observe while the game lags once again. There we go. think I like can like park and then wait for the sun to come out now. But I think the like typhoon that's currently above us is not really helping all that much.
Oh no, don't shoot, no.
Okay, somebody's house is here. Oh, it's a greenhouse. Not sure who lives here. I remember them existing, but I don't remember the name. Yeah, neat little house. Just no windows, sadly, to like stare through, but yeah, it do be a house. I mean, guess I'm being blessed with medium reflectivity, of course. What else? Also, somebody else has like a also sort of long house thing right here. Yeah, I think they stopped by a few times, but I never really saw them online, I guess. Yeah. I guess people still play, just not very. I never seen them. Strange. Please. Cease. Well, yeah, that do be a small house thing. Very cool. Yeah. Damn, my elk do be killing things. Jim Bob. Let's move. Should probably pack my flute so he doesn't just fucking run away. when we were like doing the story quest, for some reason my elk just decided to book it and almost like swam away into the distance, leaving me stranded. But I luckily remembered. My sharp mind, yes, remembered the elk call thing. Yes. And then he came back. Very cool. Also, the elk is so much superior to the boat. Holy shit. It is so much better. Like, damn. The boat, it really is just a burden. Just a novelty. It is so much slower. I mean, yeah, you can like store stuff on it, but at the same time you also can't sleep on it. I wish you could like put a small tent on the thing, just sleep on it and have like a sort of mobile house. That would be pretty rad, but sadly that is not the case. Like a little like 2-part tent you can like build anywhere. Not be neat. Or at the very least just a fucking bed. But yeah, it's so much slower and the elk is just much more quicker. Just zooming over the land at full speed, going as compared to the boat just slowly and not even surely moving over the scene, just navigating like woo 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 woo, going around land and stuff. While with the elk you can just pretty much beeline it, and just even if you have to swim for a short while, you make up to it by just being very fast on land. But yeah, this is the immediate area on the map. Very cool. This is the island on which we all live. Very nice. Okay, I do have to think. Yes, the sun is also coming out. Jim Bob. What? But yeah. Also, right next to my lovely harbour area is Jack's guard tower and a lighthouse, which exists. Not a particularly big fan of the design, but looks a bit weird, but it's okay. I don't know. I don't really know why I feel the need to say if I like somebody's building or not, but if they like it, that's cool. Their building, that is, not the commentary. But yeah, that's their thing that I like. I think they showed up 1 or 2 weeks into the server and just sort of built a guard tower right over here. Didn't really like it a lot that they just vandalized my beautiful harbor with their sudden guard tower, which I'm 90% sure they only wanted to build here because my harbor was already here. Yes. Well, they could have built it over here where there was nothing, but there wasn't this beautiful real estate and view called my harbor. We just completely crashed. Holy shit. No, never mind. The game almost died of cringe. Okay, moving on. We have a little salt making area, which has been built by Andre. Huh. I suppose I thought Nisandra built this. Anyways, Andre's Salty Loads Co-op. Feel free to take any salt you need as long as you fill the barrels back up. Oh my god, they didn't refill the barrels. Holy shit. What the hell? Is that a wall? Is that not? Anyways, yeah, that's a thing. Not much to say there. Pretty neat. Then we have a hole over here. Then we have a ancient segment that goes to a translocator that goes, I think, to the middle of nowhere. Then over here we have Andre's pretty cute little house. I like it. Looks very cozy. That's the interior, which can be visually accessed, but I cannot go inside. I mean, I could have probably asked to get like creative for the like servitor, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to ask.
Because they probably would have just been saying no.
Anyways, let's be less weird and just focus on the task. But yeah, that's their house. If the lag would stop, that would be also nice. Looks pretty cool. Lots of bushes too. Maybe I should build like a berry bush, like proper, beautiful garden at some point whenever I decide to play on a server next. Speaking of which, the civilization server thing sort of got deleted. There were apparently technical issues, and then yeah, now the server for it has just been deleted without a further announcement, which could mean many things, but so far I'm just assuming it will probably not happen anytime soon. Anyways, let's quickly get super laggy. Check out the other two buildings we just went by previously to take a look at them in the sunlight. The game really is dying today. Holy fuck.
Stop.
Yep. It is currently frozen. A nice freeze frame that's frozen. Very nice. Witcher story is not responding. Damn. But there's still other stuff I have to go to. Please, respond. Or just hard crash, that's cool too. Let's restart the game then. I guess the mod pack got a bit unstable. We're reconnecting.
Oh wow, that's really interesting.
Oh. Yeah, let's look at the houses over here. Wow. Small house. Very cool. The other one. Also, very cool. Very house. Not much interior going on, but yeah, very much house. Very nice. Wow. Then of course the giant villa over there. Let's do a little ride by. Yep. Pretty big. Pardon me. Wonder how the finished product would have looked like. Ah yes, what a beautiful museum this is. Wow. So much detail. Beautiful. Lovely little bighorn sheep area. Very cool. Probably would have... I wonder if they would have built like a farm over there if I didn't just plaster down my big-ass museum over there. Oh. Oh, there's also a small house over here where I have not really any grand idea who lives in. But, it's not really a house, it's more of a bus stop, but, yeah. And I think around here was a boat at some point. Like a proper sailboat. Huh. It appears to have left. Anyways, let's... Oh. Damn. I'm so... Yep. Photorealistic view replacement. Substitute. There we go. Yeah, let's leave the walls of the city, which I think were started by Nissandria, but I don't think they really continued. Oopsie. Brother, please close the door. Really continued building them once they had the basic thing down. No idea who started this like highway and why, but it exists. I think it just goes to the mountain over there. Let's quickly check it out. Reactbot, what do you think of the things you've seen so far?
It's giving Child of Divorce.
Okay. I suppose he's not a big fan. Okay. Huh. Not sure what this was supposed to do, but okay, let's follow the lovely little path that I quickly built full of love. Yeah. I mean, I could have made it more winding and stuff, but I wanted to like rush it because I thought that people that were like joining, there was like I think like 2 to 3 weeks in, there was like a cause that could have led to more people joining the server, and I was like, but what if they join in and don't see anything and just leave? I need to build a path that leads to the village, and yeah, could have put a bit more effort into it, make it a bit more winding and nice, but I mean, I built a path, and I somehow feel like it put people off. They logged in and were like, nope, and left. Oh shit. Before we go to spawn, let's not forget about other nearby houses. And of course the Cave of Death and Suffering. Somebody's lovely little cabin over here. Never mind. It is no longer lovely. Oh. Oh no, that's a different house. But yeah, a little cabin here. Pretty cool. Oh my god, the door is still open. Time for some free content. That looks pretty... It looks like a building from the inside. There we go. Let's go check out this small building over here, which I think was supposed to be... I think the person who built this wanted to build like a sort of tree farm. or something. Not sure what the slate gravel here is, but also I like these blocks. They are neat, pretty cool. Looks pretty, yeah, bare bones inside. I think there's over here also a house. Oh no, just a charcoal creation area. Also here my two, or was it just one, redwood tree I planted. I found like the seed in one of those seed things. You know, those tree trunk hollow things. Didn't know where to put it and just planted it. And then somebody else was like, once they had redwood seeds, you know what would go hard in this village? Yeah, redwood. And now we have this just standing there. Where are you? Pretty cool. But since this isn't just a tour of stuff people build, let's take a quick adventurous look into the Hell Cave. That is a result of the strip mining operations of Grumfunk he did to support our ever-rising need of building materials. Luckily I'm fully armored up. But yeah, let's quickly go down and see if the cave is filled with as much death and despair as it was previously. As you can see, they accidentally came across this, and I not sure if I ever like streamed from inside here, like going into the cave. I think that happened mostly off stream, but it is a horrible, 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 horrible area of horribleness. At least when you go down this way. Yes. 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 It is still full of horror, and oh my god, is that copper? Oh my god. But yeah, it's a cave of despair and pain, and is that a oh no, not like this. No, 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 no. Why is it free? No, 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 no. No, no. 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 No, my spacebar. Please leave. You see, I suppose you get my point. It is not a nice place down there. Let's leave and never return to this godforsaken place ever again. It is a horrible place nobody should have ever uncovered nor visited with any intention whatsoever other than to burn it to the ground. It's a horrible place and you should never go there. That escalated surprisingly quickly. Part of me was disappointed, going, damn, there's nothing here. Well, think again. Ow. A full, well, mostly full meteoritic brigadine, by the way. And that wasn't even just shiver or sliver or whatever the heck that does the most damage. I think the bellhead is the tankiest one. The one that does the most damage is the split shiver. If you face that thing in full steel armor, it just goes and kills you. Mostly. It just goes and just takes half your health away. That thing does a ton of damage. Surely there would be like a there wouldn't be a mob like in the future. Surely there wouldn't be like a story location in the future that will have them. Surely. So we got like 2 traders over here, one commodities merchant and one agriculture trader. I'm just slowly dying. Don't mind me. Yeah. I think one of them got placed by voice box when he set his server up. Not sure which though. Probably the materials trader? I guess. Would make sense. But yeah, this is where I had like still aspirations for a good-looking path. This is where I gave up upon them. Like nice little windy path, very cool, very nice. Spawn is like around this area, and the idea was like people spawn in, go like, oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, what a lovely sign. A village down this road, free food to eat in the kitchen and pantry. Feel free to build a house within the walls. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Smiley. I believe somebody, yeah, 2 people joined, saw this, went down the road, got to the village, one of them died, complained about wolves and left. Very cool. And somebody apparently built a house over here. As you can see, yes. Which goes down. Very cool. Let's go and visit Azrael's house. What, did somebody live down here? Oh my god, best viewers. Yeah, let's go over here. I think somebody lives down here. Then go to Azrael's house, who lives over here with his friend, who originally wanted to settle here, but I was like, brother, I'm not yet finished. There isn't even a rock on the ground. And then I told them to wait, and then they fucked off and then built me their house over here. Very cool. Yeah. Let's continue to move quickly. At least this way I wouldn't be faced with too much trouble coming from stealth bears and just hyper aggressive wolves. I remember when wolves were still like freaking homing missiles following you for 20,000 blocks, figuratively, and I think also swam faster than you. They just wouldn't let go until like 1.18 when they finally were no longer doing that. Now they just follow you for like a certain distance before they give up, instead of just never letting go. I think what you had to do was like lose them by getting them by obstructing their way to you, basically, while running away. I think that, or they just had a very long range until they stopped. Either way, it was very annoying to run away from them. Ah, never mind, nothing was built here. Okay, let's circle through here, check out the lovely fields over here. Check out Azrael's house and stuff, and then also check out the big ass hole in the ground. Damn, already 2 hours and 24 minutes. Why is Winter Story one of those games where you think you spend time, but then you spend a lot of time and you get nothing done? You think you spent like 5 minutes building a house, but no. In reality, it was 5 hours. Ooh, I wonder how coral reefs will look once they add those. At least I'm help slowly healing. That was a weird wind noise. Okay. I hope they redo the hoof sounds one day with a higher quality microphone. Anyways, pedantic complaining aside, yeah, that's a field area that like Azrael built. I mean, it doesn't look too pretty, but it gets the job done. the job of being just a massive area full of fields, and that's pretty cool. Not sure who planted stuff here, but it seems like people are still on the server doing things. Very cool. Or very sad, I don't know. Whatever, that's a field, which has stuff on it. Now, let's get stuck right here, very cool. Over here was like a little berry area, which sort of got the spirit a tiny bit of just having paths and stuff and being more elaborate than just lines, but at the end it was just lines. Yeah. Oh well. At the end of the day, it's a game and you have to be a bit efficient in terms of gameplay and how you acquire the resources required to, I don't know, play the game and not die. Okay, let's go here and then like check out this. I'm not sure what this was going to be, but it was a very high land reclamation effort, and somebody built a little house down here on the bottom of the ocean, which also is like a interesting, cool idea to do. What I want to do at some point, or at least yeah, at some point maybe, is like to build a house in a underwater glass dome. Just because it's cool. Basically just sandy cheeks maxing, I suppose. Now that I think about it, yeah. Basically that. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's huh. Ah yeah, that's the thing Azrael does all the time. He just grabs a bunch of fences, roams the land and just fences in any stray animal he could find and just picks them up later at some point. Okay, we got some fields over here, a interdimensional asshole just sort of manifesting, very cool, and houses. Okay, this is where Azrael and his friend do have started to live. I think I wanted to build like a sort of quote unquote Victorian style house, yes. But I suppose he didn't really get the resources for that all that much before I lost interest. But yeah, it's just packed dirt, but it looks neat. I think it looks. Oh my god, that's wolves. I really like the small corridor thing that I have going here too. But yeah, pretty neat. Wonder how the like finished product would have looked like. But yeah, that's this. Sadly, no windows from which to just stare inside. Oh, is there? No. Damn it. Oh well. Let's make our way to the land reclamation site. And to the thing that's just the house that just is just sitting at the bottom of the ocean. I wanted to see if I could take a boat there and just ride it down the waterfall and see if I could just get it back out again. I don't think it's possible. But yeah, let's move. Okay, then from like here, we move over here. Not sure who lived here, but they pretty much just had a big... They rushed fire clay, basically. They frantically, I believe, looked for flint and other stuff to like manufacture fire clay because you can no longer find it overground. You have to like craft it or find it above coal deposits and stuff. Yeah, so they did the server in terms of progression a big favor. What's the time? Only 1800 hours. Damn. Okay, let's ride to the land reclamation site to sleep for the night. I don't know. Take like a break for 2 minutes for daylight to return and then take a look at the house that is just down at the ocean. I don't know why, but the person who built all that stuff just doesn't really like the ocean. just wanting to like pave over it. Why am I stuck here?
I can't see anything.
Oh, because there's a strange. Also, does it say very rainy biome, I guess? Just rains a lot. Which, not very cool for visibility. Also, sadly, lots of wolves spawned inside the village all the time, thanks to the proximity to the forest. Which was annoying, but also bears spawn a lot. Coming to think of it, I hope we can also wear the pelts of bears. There was like a post on the Discord server that said, quote unquote, soon you will have your revenge. And was showcasing a decently detailed model of like a fur armor, or I don't want to say fur suit, but yeah, just fur armor, I suppose. Like winter clothing, which looked much better than the sort of pajamas we have right now. I hope they can still be made somehow, but they don't look compared to the thing that I saw on Discord. They don't look that great. Anyways,
Blink twice if you're being held hostage.
please sleep for like 20 hours. Fuck. Time flies. I don't know, I'm just going to quickly drink some water. Be right back. I've returned. What? Just comes sliding out of the darkness on his belly and just freaking kicks my elk. Some people, man.
Gonna show this to Gam Gam.
True. Oh no, I'm just going to awkwardly. Is there anything cool? Is there anything I could talk about while I wait for daylight to return? Oh no. We ought to get snow incoming. Ah yes. We are approaching certified medium rift activity territory, otherwise known as 20 surface drifters being spawned. Very good.
Come on. Give me daylight.
No. I also wanted to build like a... Let's list all the things I wanted to build. I thought about building like the chicken farm here at some point. Oh, fuck off. Where are you?
Can't I just tell a useless anecdote in peace?
Stop poking me. Very cool. Anyway, so yeah, sort of chicken farm, I believe. Then also the boar farm, because why not? Apparently I wanted to build everything. Maybe that's the reason why people didn't play. I was like saying that I wanted to build everything, and they were like, "Oh man, I wanted to do that," and then just left. Is that blue clay? Huh. Oh mein Gott. Was soll die Scheiße? Leave. That's why I hate medium rift activity. It's just spamming enemies at you. Okay, let's move away from the rift. Also, it would be cool if enemies would like appear during daylight too. Because I mean, this isn't Minecraft. Why do enemies have to appear during the night? Anyways, yeah, the chicken farm, a boar farm, obviously. Not really seriously. What I think also like a sort of butterfly sanctuary thing. Basically, just getting like for one update, they added like for some reason a nice little bug net that you can make, and lo and behold, every single butterfly known to mankind, like whoever did the graphics for this had some time on their hands. For some reason, every single butterfly to ever roam the earth exists in this game, and you can engage in the perverse sport of hunting them to display their bodies in your living room. Very cool. Very. But yeah, anyways, what I wanted to do is like run around with the net, like frolic through the fields, find butterflies and put them in like little glass enclosure and be like, wow, butterflies, cool. I also think I wanted to, I hope to like build a cool arena, like a sort of medieval arena thing, and have like a neat little like medieval tournament, so to speak, with people. Like a little just for fun thing, but by the time I was like pretty much done with my house and we did the story stuff, the server pretty much died down. And I wanted to build a museum and then But it would have been neat to have like a little arena thing and have like just for fun little duels with like, I don't know, like serious duels with like proper weapons and stuff, or just ones with just sticks or something. Or elk back duels or something. That would have been neat. Yeah. But oh well. This server just didn't have any people really left. At least I didn't really notice them, at least. Yeah. Anybody's house also close by that I know of. I think up here was like a sunken village. Yeah. Yeah, and I think over here I found like, what was it over here? Yeah, over here I collected like 20 metric tons of fire clay. Oh my god, daylight is returning. But yeah, once we've explored these two areas, we will go to Velvian's house. And check that out. Yes, here you can see the land reclamation project, which was started to some end. We don't know which end, but certainly some. Anyways, my elk, my trusty elk. Let's move and look at the house that's just in the water. Made by the person who apparently just really doesn't like the ocean. Just want to have it drained. Gotta park them like over there. Hopefully they don't do this, which is sinking. Okay, let's move there myself before they just fucking drown. Oh, I'm already freezing. No. No. I have to move quick. But I'm not sure what this is. But here, oh no! But this is somebody's house. They were like, you know what? Fuck the ocean. And just decided to be really spiteful. about its like whole existence. Oh. Cowbilly's place. It took a long time to do. Yeah, I do believe that. Sad they sort of apparently gave up on like finishing it would seem. Well, let's take a look at the house first. The door's open. Oh no, wow, beautiful, wow. Oh. Okay, that's an interior, not much in there. Please don't let this be. Was that borax? No, it's quartz. Is that another hell cave down here? What secrets await down these deep and horrible corridors? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Are they like strip mining down here looking for diamonds or? What the hell? Where does this lead? Oh. Oh well. Time to leave. Hey, at least a good thing. A convenient thing about caves is that are deep that you can like just go down and they're practically heated. You don't really freeze in them, which is very good. Yeah. What if I just stay down here and just get warmer? No, let's. I have to do my quote-unquote quick server tour, which currently sits at 2 hours and 40 minutes. Just a quick 20-minute adventure. Yeah. Certainly a house. Very good. Time to leave. Okay. Come here, my elk. Then check out the one. No. Please. Then let's go and check out the one place that somebody built to practically rush Far Cliffers. And then I think after that, like only like the transload. I have only a few. I should be able to finish this in the next like 30 minutes, I think. But hey, but at least this server had much more people on it than the previous one, so that was cool. That was pretty nice. Sadly, it was only happening for about 3 weeks, but it was nice. I guess I looked a bit too much forward to it, I guess. My hopes were too high. Certifiably so.
And now, with the civilization server not happening, I guess I'm just never going to be having a cool server in Himalaya.
Yeah. I might try to find like a server in the future. I could like still ask like the guy what like happened and if the server will ever return. But I think I will like sort of take a short break from Vintage Story. And the next thing I do in Vintage Story will either be like once the next update comes out, or like a multiplayer server, hopefully. But yeah, as I mentioned multiple times already, the issue with these is like to find good people. Like it's easy to find a server that has people on it, but it's hard to find a server that has decent people on it. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, the Civilization server already had like the issue that there were lots of impatient, demanding young people present. They were... Yeah. They already seemed annoying typing in chat. In the Discord server. So, don't necessarily want to play with those types of people. But yeah. Maybe I'll find a cool server with like cool people that not only are mature, but also don't say gamer words. That would be ideal, those like two factors. People that act mature and don't have like a tendency to say gamer words. Anyways, this is the building area where somebody just rushed. Yeah. Fire clay. How do you craft fire clay? Oh. God. Okay, mix a bunch of clay in various ways. After you did grind a bunch of flint. 1 gives you 8. Hey, it helped, but yeah. I guess it was really just a sort of temporary camp, but yeah, very cool. I think that's most. I don't think there's really anything. That's like the quarry over there where I got all the quartz and really. I mean, I can ride by, although it's not really noteworthy. Just a bunch of holes. Reactbot, how's things?
Free thinkers unite.
Anything you're currently thinking free about?
Subscribe to me because I curate only the best stuff.
Yeah. Anything else?
No comment.
Okay. I feel like he doesn't like me anymore. He just sort of evades conversation these days. I suppose he always did that. What damn. Here we approach the highly interesting quarry from which I acquired a lot of chalk. And I believe Grumpf got some as well, which pretty much is the only reason why I started quarrying here. Yeah, most of the holes like here was me. What is that? Oh, that's a skeleton. Damn. Yep. That do be a quarry. Yep. Pretty cool. Anyways. Rectangular holes aside, let's go to Valvian's house. Who usually builds cool mountain fortresses. I wonder how far he got this time. He seems to like be building relatively similarly all the time. The previous mountain fortress was, I think, relatively done. I think, if not done completely. So I wonder how much progress was in this one. And if he actually took some of the marble that I did get for him. But we'll see. But I think I was under the impression that he sort of gave up. Or not gave up, but didn't show up anymore. But I don't have access to the server logs to check who was online when, so who knows? Maybe I just didn't catch them when I was like still playing a lot. But yeah, I think with Javelin's house there's like only 3 more places to go that really are worth going. I could go to Port Amber, yes, but I believe that's like, what, 30 minutes, an hour away of just traveling blocks, and I haven't been there at all, so probably not really worth it. Probably just like a bunch of packed dirt houses and my boat that has been stolen and somehow beached. I still feel a bit bad for the guy. He came like to the server all excited, going, damn, now cool stuff, playing with other people, very nice. But then he slowly realized that the server had been online for like already 2 weeks by the time he showed up. And to paraphrase, oh man, that means all the good stuff has already been done. Which arguably, yeah, it's exciting, the initial stage to do stuff. And yeah, if there's like a lack of goals to do other things, yeah. At some point you're just building interior decoration simulator. Huh. But oh well. Damn. I just had the idea for the revolution of Vintage Story content. Why? Hey Elvis, listen to me. Why don't you make it so that people can, like, found their own village, you know? Like a sort of mini village simulator, you know? Where, like, sort of, like a new dynamic gameplay sort of thing where you can, like, sort of recruit, like, normal humans to your serif society and, like, grow, like, a sort of town, and, like, it's, like cool and epic, and you have, like, NPCs running around doing things, and it's like, and there's like cool stuff happening, and you have like to like defend the place from like the horrors of the rust and the other humans and stuff. That would be pretty cool. You know, what I'm trying to say is, can you please quickly get the other people to code a city builder into the game so I can build a small village, so that eventually, when I will play the game and build a steam train, I will not feel as sad for having spent the time having built a steam train in this game. Thank you. Also, here's a pine tree farm with some strawberries. Very cool. Also, not really cool. I wanted to extend for here and like build something here, but I would have had to cut down the pine forest, so my property development plans founded once again. Yeah, the museum would have probably been neat here, or like the arena. But oh well. I think somebody like had like rabbits or foxes in there, and they were like killed by wolves, and yeah. Oh well. Also, house cherries have natively grown over here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I believe they caught like a rabbit in there, and were like, "Oh, can I feed them? Can they multiply?" And yeah. Somebody answered in the Discord, "No, you can't," and then eventually they died to wolves and the food rotted away. Yeah. Anyways. Off to Velvian's house. But just think how much I would actually be... Just... Come on, man. Just listen to me. Also, here's the exterior door for the stable. What the fuck? Azra moment. I suppose they just caught that. God damn it. Why can't they just stop doing that? It's so annoying. To like walk through the like land near the settlements and just see fucking animals just in the middle of nowhere inside fences. But anyways, just think about how cool and epic it would be if there would be a mechanic to have like little village people. Yes. To have build a village. That would be so cool, actually. That would be very epic. I would like to also move, please. Oh my god, surprise house. Surprise house. Surprise house. Bing, 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 bing. Wow. That's very small. Or just a cellar sort of thing. Yeah. Wow. Expansive. Wow. Cool. I mean, they're going to add villages at some point to the game. Just who knows when. Man, come on, you need to listen to me. You need to think. Imagine how epic it would be if there were a village that people can grow with NPCs, defend against the threats of the land while progressing the story, but also, at the end of the day, have nice little choo-choo trains. Yes. Yes. Choo-choo trains, yes. I don't think that would be pretty cool. Okay. Where the fuck does he live again? Oh, over here. Relatively close by. Usually Velvian lives far away by nature of him just... Yeah. Having to find a suitable mountain. Speaking of which, I hope that... Look at the star distance, wow. I hope the next map will... honestly have less water. Unless there's like lots of rivers and stuff. And maybe be like on top of like a cool mountain, build like a cool like mountain village like into the rocks and stuff. With like not drawbridges, but like bridges between the like houses and stuff, and like maybe like a cool cove too. Yeah, that would be pretty epic. Oh man, that's just... I'm just hung up on the... How cool it would be. How cool my idea would... Oh, that's the house. How cool my idea would be. But just think about it, like you found a little vintage village. Little village, and it will be cool. You know? But it's probably abysmally hard to code. As with most cool ideas for video games, it's not like programmers don't have them. It's just the part that it's hard to implement. But it would be cool. Oh, it would be so epic. Also, but also tragic to like have like once villages are added to the game. Also be able to make like steam trains and then have the steam make like a rail line from like your own village to like another village to sort of trade and stuff. But then you realize you have had to like grind 100 stacks of iron just for the tracks alone. But it would be so cool. Those things would probably be a nightmare in like multiplayer for like desync and stuff. Like if they go like a sort of boring minecart approach. But once they like go to the part where you can like build your custom trains with chisel blocks and they move and then you can like sit down in them and whatnot. I think that will be horrendous. Like multiplayer and stuff. As it will probably just bug out due to desync issues and stuff. But yeah, let's explore Velvian's little mountain house area. Boop. Okay, let's see, what do we have? Is that the... Oh yes, the fishing area with string, very nice. I hope they add fishing to the vanilla game. Even if it's just sitting with a rod. Why don't they have like a fishing rod? Like Minecraft does it basically. I guess I didn't get around to it. Okay, yes. A mysterious entrance. Let's check out the house first. Yes. Yeah, it seems like they really didn't... They sort of lost interest. Ew. Makes sense, I guess. Okay, that doesn't lead... Oh. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh my god, what is that? A secret land? Oh. They just... Huh. Oh my god. Oh. Hello, Flexum Jelly. How are you doing? And apparently you're not here for the first time. When was the last time you were here? Huh. Interesting rune, anyways. Oh my god, cobwebs, I need those. Or spiderwebs. Anyways, let's continue to explore Velvian's incredible mountain fortress. But yeah. Oh, nice. The music has awkwardly left. Very cool. Damn it. Anyways, but I'm not going to go into other people's houses, but I will go into the fortress just to see how the progress has been progressing in here. I think it was War Thunder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Huh. Yeah, it seems like there hasn't been much progress in here. I'm sorry. But the one on the previous server was actually pretty cool. The fortress he did there. Yeah, ow! That looks pretty much still under construction, eh? Huh. Yeah. Not much to see here, I would say. Okay, let's head back to the village, go for the translocators, checked out Andrew's house, and then somebody else's like farmhouse thing, and then what the fuck is Perry? Huh. And then I think I'm pretty much done with checking out the reasonably close areas. Reactbot, please distract him while I type in the command TM.
White people be like,
What? 9K. Boom.
thanks for the gold, kind stranger.
Oh my god. No, the chat, no. Damn, Sharpdoll. You're just here to stealthily advertise your channel. Yeah. I know what you're up to. But anyways, this is a Vintage Story, a standalone game, which was once a Minecraft mod. It costs only $20 and is distributed through the own website of the developers, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty epic, pretty nice. Reactbot, what do you think of Sharptail?
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's a big stinky pee-pee pooper head to Minecraft. But yeah, it's a standalone game, which was once a Minecraft mod, but is pretty unique. Well, not different to Minecraft. Got like its own stuff, got like a storyline with like dungeons and stuff, and is still in development. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely worth the $20 or whatever please currency you use. Please do not drown. Why do I have clay on me? What the heck? Oh, I think I stole that. Yeah, doesn't matter. The server will shut down in a few days, so who cares? I'm going to look so stupid if for some stupid reason the server will like retain this map next time.
Yes.
But Sharptail, you haven't told me. How do you like the museum? Like, you were so disappointed. I think I remember you crying actually that I didn't like build the entire thing on stream. Like, at least tell me, how did you like it? Yeah, I think I pretty much checked everything over here. Come on, move faster. Reactbot, fill the void.
Bro thinks there's Sigma.
Brr.
I'm bored. Let's watch Family Guy funnies.
God, I wish I could just have a hotkey to put it on screen just for that random line.
In case you didn't know, Reactbot has 700 different lines.
Oh god. Which randomly appear once a button has been pressed. I have no control about over what they say, except for the fact that they are being unable to say something. Isn't that right, Reactbot?
You're a real one for that.
Cool. Well, sometimes it works, sometimes it just... He says things that are very much not pertaining to the current context whatsoever.
It's giving Riz.
Yes. Anyways. How do I navigate the forest? I really hate forests in this game. They're big, stinky. You just get stuck everywhere, and usually you're just assaulted by swarms of wolves and stealth bears. And of course they're filled with mountains. It sucks to go through them. I wish there was more flat forests, you know? Just flat land with lots of trees that don't, where you can actually walk through and not,
What the hell is it?
and not everything being covered by bushes and, leaves that hang too low. I guess there are some. But for some reason they're usually like in gravel areas. Let's just not occupy ourselves with that. Oh yeah, I forgot like the giant better runes like teleporter thing, yeah? Not sure who, I think Azrael built this lamp. And I'm glad we didn't pick it. That's like the standard lamp for the village. But yeah, let me quickly go to Sleepy Sleep. And then bring Jim Bob back to the stable. And then check out the last 2 locations. Before I reach fucking 4 hours of a quick server tour. Bing, bing. Ooh, we got daylight. Very cool. Oh, also, I guess I forgot to mention that the game itself currently is heavily modded. Yes. Okay. How fast are birds now? Bird time. Bird time. Yeah, not really that much faster. I hope one day I can just live on a bird. That would be very cool. Right. No. Like have a little like tent or something on it. I'll build like bigger wooden birds. I'm not sure why I'm trying to park like this. Anyways, that doesn't really necessarily clip all that much into there. Does it? Let me try to get the... Why am I worried about... Why am I worried about this, like, clipping? That's stupid. The server will be gone in 4 days.
But what if the bird clips into the wall? The horror. No.
Please move. Whatever will I do? Okay. I think these stables actually turned out pretty well. Boop. Goodbye, forever. Goodbye. Anyways. Let's move through the translocators to translocate our position. Very cool. But yeah, I think this is where Andrew is. He previously built in the middle of town. weirdly claimed some things which caused people to not be able to use certain blocks, got told to leave, then left, took his entire building, and founded a new village with, I think, one other person over here. And they also have a boat, look at that. Looks pretty cute. Very cool. Also, why am I'm stuck here, oh my god. That was loud. Okay. Just go in and like take a look at the buildings. Yeah, I think Voicebox also mentioned that it would be cool if people would be building a village over there. He's collecting the plinth, strangely enough. But also he's the pee-pee poo-poo head that oh my god. Looking giant, wow. That did go to the lazaret without telling anybody and just building a Well, what do we have here? The missing loot that deserves to be in my museum, but has been taken by these interlopers. Stinky. At least I could have like told people to be like, anybody want to go to the thing and do the thing? But they just stole the epic loot. I don't want to steal it back, even though it's just here, because I don't have room for it right now. I don't want to build more stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. Look at that. Silver gear, gold gear, monkey statuette. Very cool. Would have been nice in the museum. What do we have here? Wow. Oh my god, this asshole actually did. He did do the entire story thing. Those are like arrows you can only get from the second boss fight.
If this gets 10,000 likes, nothing will happen.
Can you say something more dramatic that like matches my absolute fury?
Bro left, no crumbs.
Close enough. What a stinky. He actually did the entire thing. And told no one. Yeah. Let me quickly grab some coal and graffiti the entire area. Like I graffitied the house over the Nazareth. I mean, besides their horrible, horrible crimes against any human decency, looks okay. I don't really like the shape of the houses. Looks a bit plain, I guess. Oh my god, wow. But looks okay over there. What evil people. Free people here. Very evil. Doing all the story content and telling nobody. Oh my god, what is that? What is in there? A lamp? I can't go in there to exploit the houses for content, but I can awkwardly look inside. I mean I could, but I don't want to. Just go in there like an asshole and going, yes. Time to exploit your work for my awkward stream, yes. But I think like the outside of the houses are fair game, basically. Like if I were in their position, I would be fine with the outside, but not with somebody just going inside. Anyways, let's go to the final location, which is the Southern Farm. Yes. Can get some latency on that. Let's go up. One cool thing about the farm here is that it has a very cool ruin really close to the translocator, which looks very nice. It really fits like into the southern desert climate. And I think, honestly, I think it's the best looking ruin out of all the better ruins. Yeah. Yeah. Our little place full of kiwis for some reason. But yeah, look at that thing back there. I think yeah, yes. Anyways, awkward self-satire aside, it looks very good. Let's get closer. Anybody else having built something nearby? I don't really think so. But yeah, this big thing over here is like the ruin, and like this, and yeah, like this is like the farm somebody built. But I unfortunately forgot their name, so yeah. Oh my god, what is that? A trader? Wow, what kind of trader? Clothing. A snake! Wow. Didn't really see those in the game. Very cool. I think they're like from the primitive survival mod. Which would be like a cool mod if they didn't add like the weird eldritch horror stuff with the spine of the dead, draining the life essence from all nearby creatures. You know? Would be cool without that. Anyways, we have a cool farm over here, which is neat. Hasn't been used much, but I really want to look at this thing more. Yes, I think like these cypresses really put this thing together. Yes, the farm area for like pumpkins and melons. Very cool. But yeah, a interesting house design for whoever built this. They also viciously murdered pandas. Any other bears they viciously murdered? No. But yeah, this looks very cool. I really like this. If I'm ever going, if I probably like build something in a desert biome, I'm probably going to go for like a sort of palace, palace thing like this, with like lots of Mediterranean cypresses. If that was the correct way of saying that. And going for like a like these things. Oh my god. A coffin. Wow. Can I steal something? But yeah, very nice place. With an okay view as well. But yeah, I think this is actually my favorite ruin, unless I'm completely forgetting about one. I think somewhere over here was also a... Wow, interior. Wow. Wish we could use stuff like large glass tanks in the game, and glass bottles for that matter. Seems a bit weird that that is all modded in. Oh yeah, very cool. Anyways, where's the little marker that tells us who built this thing? Builder Saint Adrian. Very cool. I think that pretty much concludes all the stuff that's reasonably close to get to. There's still like some houses like scattered around on the server on various places. Like somebody is like halfway to the residence archive with the house. Obviously there's also Port Amber, which is in the middle of nowhere near any translocator, so it's pretty much a pain to get there. Wow, look at that. Pretty cool. But yeah, let's go get back and then find a nice little position for the outro. But yeah, I mean, all in all, the server was fun. Yeah, bit unfortunate how some things turn out. Like the fact that, I suppose voice box got very disappointed that people played a lot and progressed relatively fast. Which, yeah. I mean, on one hand, that could have been solved by just... I don't think that's the right expression. I mean, it could have been solved by just having designated playtimes for it. And just say, only during these and that time we're gonna play, and just change the password each time to unlock the server, basically. To keep like the progression to the appropriate time all the time. But also, I mean, there's like, you can do like more stuff in the game than just progress. I could have like done like cool activities, like, I don't know, sounds stupid, but like treasure hunts or something, or like parkour, or like other, or like the duel thing or something. Oh, could also have been interesting. Or like, or like at least the story stuff, I guess. But yeah. Boo Womp, I suppose. I wonder how it will be next time. If there will be like, if there will be like a next time.
At least for me. Oh, yes.
Gotta get permabanned. Anyways, I wonder if there will be like designated times and stuff, which would make sense for it to be there. Which, I mean, it makes sense to have those. Oh no. Strawberries, please. Because it's not really fun to just have it. To have everybody rush iron, practically. While not being on the server yourself. Yeah, but we will see. I will eat a bunch of strawberries now. And stroll through the village. And bid farewell. I'm going to check out my epic museum one more time.
Straight vibing.
Yeah. I deserve it. I spent so much time on that stupid thing. So many strawberries. Wow. What a nice entry hall. Wow. What a nice detailed statue over here. Wow, very cool. Oh my god, is that the weeping knight from the fallen hope bastion from the Malt Batter ruins? Oh my gosh. Very cool. I think this works better than like having 6 of these and having them be like on the side or something. I mean, save for the awkward chandelier just have hanging in the fucking face of the knight. I think the like wow effect of like, at the end of the day, pretty much just built this only for me. Nobody will check it out, sadly. But yeah, look at this. Wow. Wow. The grandeur. I guess the light from the chandelier, despite being obstructing the view towards the face, the chandelier itself, the light does give it a nice shine for the night. Also, the knight is missing one part, and that's this little thing on the side there. And I think apart from that, it's pretty much completely complete. Yeah. This turned out nicely, and unlike the secret underground area that I built on the other server, I actually managed to finish this. But to be fair, for the other server, the server quote-unquote got killed in a power surge, but I believe it was just the guy giving the server was tired of just only having to use his hardware for like only 3 people playing on the server. And so it got quote-unquote killed in a power surge. You know? But anyways, that is not really important anymore. Wow. ReactBot, what do you think of this lovely view?
Leave a comment telling me what your favorite part is.
Okay. But yeah, very cool. Yes, let's continue to vibe throughout my incredible museum. Wow, look at these epic frames for the tapestries. Wow. Very cool. I'm just going to take this and then truly finish the museum by removing the chest. Yes. Wow, this is native gold. This is molten gold. Damn. Interesting. Wow. Yes, stones. I hope they fix the like shadow issues with the with chisel blocks. As you can see, it's like weirdly casting shadows. Even with the night, like the ceiling also has like weird shadow issues. Pretty cool. Yes. Yes. Soda house. Yes, very good. Let me just. Thank you. Why am I making a screenshot? I'm streaming this. Wait, what? Huh?
I need to make a screenshot so I can be sure I have a memory of this.
Says the guy streaming it and then later saving the VOD.
Yes. Would be a shame if I didn't make a screenshot.
I mean, it turned out neat. Could have been better. But, yeah. Ah, yes, the most important part. A ruined pipe segment in degasifier. Yes. Beautiful. Just imagine every, like, little artifact having their own glass casing. I mean, it turned out neat. And it is pretty cool. Yeah, let me close all the doors. I really like those frames. just wanted to what the? Anyways, looked like it was closing itself there for a second. Wow, very cool. But yeah, really like those frames. They are a nice bonus. Anyways, I think that's pretty much all of the important stuff. Let's quickly get onto the windmill, get like a better view of the area. I think the final shot should be like of the house. Let's quickly eat even more strawberries. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I really like the visual uniformity of all the buildings in this village. Also, this like little structure is a better ruin. Pretty cool. Here we have the harbor, where the consistency of the slate roofing is very cool, interesting. Yes. Ah, yes, the like. Oh, you can like see that that it's not perfectly symmetric. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, here also slate roofing, pretty consistent visually. got like the row house, we got like the other houses, we got like the hello neighbor house, we got the industrial fucking warehouse over here. We got the other thing there. Yeah. I mean, it looks. It certainly looks. But yeah, pretty cool. Hopefully, whenever I play on another server, be it a completely different one or a new iteration of this one, things will be pretty cool. And not the opposite. Okay, oh yeah, it's getting night. Oh, if only the like sun down would be behind my house. Well, yeah, pretty cool. Damn, it's time for the outro. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this server. It was a fun time. Cringely depressing at other times too, but all in all, I did build some cool stuff and pretty happy about that. Had some cool time with the other people on the server, also like exploring places and stuff. Doing like the story content, that was pretty cool. I hope that the next server, whatever it will also be pretty cool
And perhaps even better.
But yeah, definitely going to build a house that's less grindy to make, so I don't have to spend 20, 30, 40 hours, 30 hours to get the fucking clay for it. But yeah, despite everything, it was pretty fun, even if it didn't completely live up to all my expectations. But anyways, that's it for today. I hope the stream was enjoyable, at least somewhat entertaining. Next video stream as at some point. And yeah, thank you for watching,
And perhaps until next time.
I almost got the timing right. Yeah, almost. Is that the correct emote? It is. I should put this in like a... what's it called? Notepad? I guess. Let me just... there we go. Nice. Did I ever mention that Voicebox was a streamer? I don't think so. Should I always do like quiet voiceovers for the outro? I don't think so. Please post. God damn it. There we go. Very cool.